Hello everybody, my name is Suman Dua. I'm a registered migration agent at Nationwide Migration and Education. In this video today, I want to share very good news as South Australia has opened 70 more occupations for offshore applicants. South Australia opened for these 70 occupations on 28th of September 2021. To be eligible to apply for the expression of interest and the registration of interest with South Australia, first you need to meet the requirements that are set by the Department of Home Affairs. So the requirements are that you need to be under 45 years of age, you need to have competent English, you need to have a positive skills assessment in your nominated occupation, and you need to have a minimum point score of 65 points including the state points. So once you have met these requirements, you will also have to meet the requirements from South Australia. So the requirements are that you need to have a minimum of 8 years of work experience in your nominated occupation, and you also need to have proficient plus English. You can see these occupations on my screen now. So like I said before, there are 70 occupations. Some are in the management level, some are in the professional level, and some are in the health sectors as well. All these occupations have a standard requirement. Let's see how it looks like when you go on the occupation list of South Australia. So as you can see on my screen now, this occupation is available for offshore. It requires a proficient plus English, the minimum of 65 points, which includes the state points, and it is available for a 491 visa, and it is at skill level 1. So some occupations might be at a different skill level as well. So you will have to submit a registration of interest application, and you must have at least 8 years of work experience in your nominated or closely related occupation. Now the good thing here is that even if you have 65 points, you can lodge the registration of interest and the expression of interest. Also, these occupations do not require a superior English. South Australia has also mentioned that it is a very competitive process, and even if you do meet the published requirement, there is no guarantee that you will be invited. South Australia cannot indicate the likelihood of invite and cannot answer any inquiries. Some time ago, we saw some trade and health occupations added in South Australia's occupation list for offshore applicants. You can see these occupations on my screen now, and each occupation had a different set of requirements. Let's have a look at the requirements that were set by South Australia for the occupations that they added earlier. For the occupation of speech pathologist, which is open for offshore applicants, they require superior English. They also require minimum of 80 points, and this occupation is available for 491. And they have also asked that you must have at least 5 years of work experience in your nominated or closely related occupation in the last 8 years. Now let's have a look at another one, which is maintenance planner. So maintenance planner is also available for offshore applicants. However, it requires proficient plus English only. Minimum of 80 points is available for 491 and requires minimum of 5 years of work experience in the last 8 years. For diesel motor mechanic, they have only asked for competent English and a minimum of 65 points, but then they have also said that the applicant must have at least 2 years of work experience in their nominated or closely related occupation. Then they have mentioned that applicants with superior English and at least 90 points and at least 8 years of work experience will be prioritized. So what it means is that even if you don't meet the extra requirements, as long as you meet the minimum published requirements, there is a possibility that you may get invited for a 491 from South Australia. If you are an offshore applicant and you meet South Australia's published requirement for your occupation, you may want to get in touch with us to help you organize your expression of interest, registration of interest, and the visa application.
Stay updated about Australia's immigration. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel.